Hi.
I know it's tempting sometimes. I'm gonna go up here to my loft that I cry in. What's even better is just one of these where it's like, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. It's like- Where am I gonna lay down in my room?
Session starting soon, guys.
Oh, okay.
Good morning. Oh, alright. Yeah, I'd be happy to help with that. Hi, I'm Orion. I'm a fucking loser. Hi. Hello. Okay, there we go. I think that's basically his voice. Oh no, it doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. None of this matters. We're all gonna die. The world's ending. Who cares if I sound like myself? It's whatever. Oh, gosh. should we do this? Cook for a little longer. Oh, yeah.
Sadly unfortunate.
Morning.
Morning. Oh, shit.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just stiff, I think. It's my leg. So, it's the one that Worm got a hold of.
That's understandable.
It just hasn't fully healed. I suppose. You're anything you need help with in here today?
Just getting on with the engine work.
Right. I'll get back to that soon. I have a few things to take care of. And once I'm able, I'll get right back on top of assisting.
Did you need a hand with anything today? Just figured I'd ask.
No, I'm alright.
Morning.
Morning.
It's medical. There's some in the cabinet.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Sorry,
Just
morning.
doing hand gestures?
No, I can't hold my tongue. Let's speak. Morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Enjoy yourself. Get something to get really quick. Oh. Captain. Barrett. Morning.
Sorry, if
Really
you
take the array
lose
that we
track of
have,
me,
it's the best
just
I could come
go
up
to
with.
your mini menu,
Salad?
click
Some of
on
the-
no.
player
Okay.
list, find my name,
look at
Canta
this.
Storia, and click to player to teleport in my location.
He was in a hurry. Hey, Ryan. How's it
Morning. It's alright.
going? Okay. Well, that's something at least. What's that?
Breakfast?
Huh. I've never seen that before.
Morning.
Morning.
I have the wildly insensitive impulse to call you Humpty Dumpty right now for some reason.
Neat.
Okay.
Actually, I got a question for you, besides just bullying you.
One question.
What's that?
Is there any plans regarding having a meeting anytime in the next few days? Like a captain's meeting?
I might hold one this afternoon. I'll just wait off until tomorrow.
Just curious.
We have a vital subject that needs discussed.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna go leave some food out for the Jolly Green Giant.
None of you
Ryan,
have seen the guy
can
around, have you?
grab you for a
No,
moment?
sir.
I just noticed.
Not
It's like
so
5
far.
seconds, 10.
I just got.
It's more like a minute
to
or
be
two.
fair.
But
But he hasn't been in the medical or the mid deck, from what I've seen.
Alright.
I know that well, actually, I'll have to check with Tara. We have to go see what's going on with Graham. The other day. I don't know, I suppose I'm just checking with you to see how you feel regarding the prisoner situation.
Pretend eating this is making me hungry for real.
Prisoner situation. I think today's torture is tomorrow's revenge.
Okay. Too right.
I don't think we should beg for mercy when we've refused to give any. I think it's horrible. All I hear about is sadism, and I need fighters, not torturers.
Okay. Well, I'm interested in correcting that behavior as well. So, I'll see what I can do along with Jacqueline. I think we're the main ones on duty right now for it. I have to check with Tara, see how Graham's holding up. We were going to hold him for questioning, me and Captain Tollier today, but I'll see if hopefully he's awake.
Alright.
sorry, I lied. There was one more thing. You know, to be fair, this is really important. You know that whole chat we had with all of the captains regarding that really important foe of ours?
Yes.
Yes, right. Well, I read in the notes that we had gathered that there's a bunch of ingredients that were needed. And since we're in a mining town, essentially, out of all of the places to be, I thought there's a high likelihood that there's a bunch of gems that they probably have laying around so that we can probably get...
Shut up and come with me.
Oh, okay.
Wow. They leave right as some citizens walk up.
Still purple. Guess that's not changing anytime soon, that's for sure.
Probably not.
Yeah. You know what? They did mention something about an oasis, didn't they? Yeah, just something I overheard earlier. Be somewhat curious to check it out, but I don't know if it's a good idea or not. We'll have to find out.
Probably not without people to are coming with who can fight.
Yeah. Yeah. And bring protection just in case.
Well,
How's it going, Connor?
I was not trying to scare you, Michael. I was trying to scare Orion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Might have a bit of a harder time scaring me. Just a bit.
I mean,
It probably depends.
yeah, probably depends on the situation. Listen, if you guys are not too busy, I would just kind of see, kind of go around. I know there's a lot of things to check. One, I think storage. So we'll see what we need. I still got money left. See what I could salvage or kind of buy from the markets down in the town and kind of see materials wise.
You could do that, yeah.
See if Asia Tech needs anything.
I wouldn't know if we need anything. We've been pretty stocked up, all things considered.
I can check the books again, just in case. Who knows, we might need a few things, considering we did try to make a drill, so we did use a lot of parts for that.
Yeah,
Unless we're going to
Okay.
salvage it.
I'm sure some of it can be salvaged. But
Okay.
shockingly, we're actually pretty well surprised.
I'll have to go get my
supplied
book. I
with
don't
what
have it on me, but... Wouldn't mind making a trip down. Though I also wouldn't mind... Apparently there's an oasis out here somewhere. I wouldn't mind seeing about that, too. Checking that out.
That's right. The water's we could use more water.
That's
Yeah.
actually probably a good point.
Yeah,
Let's see if
we're
we can
gonna
get
need
a team
water if we're
together.
going there.
Yeah, let's see if we could get a team together to go out there. See if we could collect some of that water.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. I'll ask Solus about it. That's the one I heard about from. See if he'd be willing to show us where it is, if he knows where it is.
Solus is. Well, actually,
It's on in the mess
Solus-
hall. Yeah.
Yeah, Solus is in the training hall now.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
so-
gotta go grab my weapon anyway if we're gonna be heading out, just in case. So,
Okay.
and I'll have to grab my book too. So,
I
I'll get that done real
currently
quick.
have no plans, so
yeah. Well,
We'll get some buckets.
let's make some. Yeah.
Or
let's make some
barrels,
plans then.
actually.
They should be in the general storage room. You should be able to find them.
Got
there.
it. I'll
Alright.
break. I'll go check the general storage, see if we could get those barrels out. All right, you want
Alright.
to come help me? Or
sure. Yeah, I can help.
okay, we'll meet at the training hall in like what 5?
Yeah, 5 works.
Okay, come on, Ryan. Actually, finish your snack first if you want.
Oh, it's definitely
With my-
finished. It's just there's no trash cans around to make it finished.
Okay. There's one right there.
Oh wow, look, I'm done.
Down here. Okay.
Rice ball.
Excuse me. Sorry.
From the occult well.
I'm gonna get my gun.
Necessary ingredient for the rite.
Ah, jeez. Why does it have to be behind? Well, I don't know which one's empty and which ones are not.
I would assume probably the non-green ones.
The non-green ones? Okay.
Yeah. Green ones are probably full of something that's not water. I wouldn't know though.
I guess we could take the one from the back.
There are a couple extra large ones down at the very back.
Yeah,
don't know
we
if
gotta
we can
remove
look
those
at those.
boxes as well.
Might as well just grab the smaller one.
Okay, move. Boom. Coming your way. Okay. Turn around.
Just
Okay, you're gonna push. I'm gonna make sure it doesn't fall down. Okay. 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 One more time. I got it. Okay. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay. Once we got the barrel down. I don't know if we need 2 or 1.
Might be a good idea to grab 2. What are we just gonna grab buckets and dump it in, or are we gonna siphon it out with something?
I think siphon it out. I mean,
Should we grab a
it's in a
hose?
waste. Actually, buckets wouldn't be too bad, but
Yeah.
Let's mention those barrels in the back seem pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Let me
So
see.
the real thing that we need to be measuring for is how heavy it'll be when we bring it back.
We can always roll it, but
Yeah.
that's the thing, though. How far of a distance is the oasis from the ship?
I don't know. Michael gave like a rough estimation of it being close enough by to walk to, but I don't actually know the distance.
Because with the water,
Should we grab like a
I mean, I
sled or a
have-
toboggan or something to like, drag it all on so we don't just have to roll it, because it could be a bit like hilly out there.
I could carry one, but someone would have to carry the other one. Let's see what we can find out here.
Yeah.
I mean, we have. Actually, wait. These are not. Well, no. These. No, these are. This is liquor. Fuck. Let's see. My bad. Oh, in here.
We could use one of these carts to help move it, yeah.
What's in the sand? This is the thing.
Yeah, that's why I suggested maybe more of a sled. We could probably take the wheels off. Just slide it.
That's true.
Then when we get back
Okay.
to the ship, we can put the wheels back on and then roll it up into the airship.
Okay. Let me. Should we time out? Should we contact the DM for this?
Probably.
Okay.
Oh, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna unscrew these here. Clink, clink, clink. Ding, ding, ding. Oh no, I upgraded it. I mean, I don't think anyone will mind if we take it. It's kind of what it's here for. Not like really varying
and I have
anything
used
too
it
heavy
to
down
push
here
out
right now.
debris. Yeah, debris and dirty, like all the dirty stuff when the ship crashed. We get a DM card for the cart.
Yes. Are you taking the cart somewhere?
Yes, we removed the wheels and made it into a sled for the sand area.
So I'll give you this, and then I
Uh-huh.
will drop this one here for the cart because it's not here
Thanks.
I got it.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you. Okay, we got the cart.
Alright.
Okay,
Probably just
we're gonna.
leave the wheels here with where it was at so we don't lose them.
Yep. Okay, I got the cart. Let's go. I know we did say we were gonna meet Michael in the training hall in 5, but I guess we need more time.
We should probably just roll, put the barrel onto the sled, and then move it out into this area, and then we meet him in the training room, and then we don't have to drag it upstairs.
That's true. Okay. I'm gonna put the sled here. Go bring up
Yeah.
the barrels.
We're thinking with our brains, folks. Oh.
Okay, barrel 1.
I remember all of these being blue. I really hope that doesn't mean what I think it means.
Oh, yeah.
Is that new?
It happened several days ago.
Really? No one told me. I feel like this would have been really big news that people would have been freaking out over.
I wasn't in the ship when it happened, but
Oh.
I had just.
Alright.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Well, that's depressing.
Yeah. We don't know whether it's a simple malfunction on their side or if the shield broke or what's going on.
Yeah.
Barrel 2 coming out.
Oh, in case we weren't busy, we were about to go grab some water from the nearby oasis. We didn't have any plans. You know, we could always use extra help from strong.
I have other things I need to do, unfortunately.
Well, if you need us, you'll know where we're at.
Alright. Do you know, can you tell me where the oasis is? I only know that there is one.
I
not where it
would
is.
ask Michael that because he told us that there was no oasis, but didn't tell us directly where it was at, so we're going to follow him. And I think Michael might
Alright.
actually be upstairs in the training room. So we said we're going to meet back up in there in a couple of minutes.
Alright, excellent.
I know.
Or it could be wrong.
I'll go look for him.
Feels
Nope.
I'll be looking for help.
Right.
That's where I took a boat, started. If I try, made my way here. Well, not here, but to where you all are.
Also, a no. I'm going to check the Aether Tech map.
No, I have been very busy the last several days.
Okay, I have no clue where he's at.
That's fine. I'll figure it out later. Or I just won't go.
Okay, well, let's split up.
Yeah.
You search the kitchen, below area. I'll check the top deck again.
The group. It took me.
There's nowhere to be found. I guess we'll have to save it for another day. Or
Yeah.
later on.
I wonder where it could have possibly gone.
Meanwhile, I was gonna ask some of you guys. I'm planning to go down to the smithy, see if I could bargain or have some of the smithies teach me their ways of smithing. So,
I'd be
if you're interested,
in that, actually, I've been pretty interested
I mean,
in
that's
black iron stuff.
you know what? Let's move the sled to the side.
Yeah, don't want it to get lost.
We'll put it right here. The barrels are on it. No worry about that. So
Should be all set up.
We'll come back later. Okay. Oh wait, if we're gonna go down, I do know that they have no mask policy, no facial, or no objects on face rule. So we might have to take off the mask.
Guess we can see when we get there.
Okay. One last time. Let's check if we're forgetting anything. I'm not. I got that. Are you forgetting anything?
I think I have about everything I could need. I might maybe put on my gambescent. Do you know if it's cold down there?
Okay. Well, it's hot, so.
That's good. You're doing well. We're gonna go get some black iron
Oh, we're just
weapons.
about to go
Come
talk
along
to the
then.
blacksmiths.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Watch your step.
Don't get lost in the dust, guys.
We'll try. Morning, by the way.
Okay.
I have
Morning.
another commitment after this, so let's keep it walking. Good morning.
Yeah. Okay.
Connor jump scare.
You're going tip first? I thought you were like corn cob and. No, of course not. You put the tip in the most.
I wish it was more liquid. I don't have any coins with me. I guess we could have asked Barrett for some of the lumen stash. It's fine.
Even then, we can also just be getting a quote.
Right. Oh. Right. Well, we're going through, so. Yep.
Masks off.
Told you.
I guess it's a small price to pay for learning something important.
Okay. Come on. Stay right behind me.
Whoa. You guys know the way to wherever you're going? Oh, that's your beard. I understand it now. Okay.
What did you think his beard was?
I thought my beard was metallic, like always, like everyone else. Okay, let's go. Yes, we are, and we know where we're going.
Okay.
Wait. See them face. Alright, you're good.
Okay, come on.
You look scared, don't worry. You guys fixed whatever problem was down there. Rift and all that. Watch your steps.
Sorry. Got held up.
You're fine.
You could hide behind me if you want.
Okay.
Okay. Either way.
Yeah. Right, we're all ready.
They improved the lighting down here? Looks great.
Stay in bed a bit longer, if he even leaves the room at all, given what happened.
Don't blame him one bit.
I hope he doesn't blame himself about Lucia. It wasn't his fault.
Right. I don't think that in specific was anyone's fault, really.
I don't know. If it was indirect. That's the thing with a couple. It's not something that's worth sharing or spreading about, though. We don't need that sort of conflict.
Right. I just know that I delivered first aid when I could.
Yeah, there you go. Bad for Umbra. She's been around for a long time, ever since back in the island and before. She was here before I even arrived.
She seemed a nice woman. When she wasn't spouting things at you.
Yeah. It's bad to speak ill of the dead, but let's not all fly.
She seemed to find a soldier at the end of the day. Even though she had quite the one.
Well, we can double check with the gods if sure there's anyone about. I already checked something, so maybe someone else can do the honors. Today's either gonna be a very good day, Helma, or a very bad day. I can tell you that much.
In the kind of way that I should conserve mana, bad day.
In that kind of way.
Understood.
Hope everyone is cooperative. That's part of it. Hope Barrett can say the right thing.
You have me awfully concerned for what be.
Or?
Say the right thing. In what context, if I may ask?
Oh, not say the right thing, but agree to the right thing. You'll see in a bit, maybe.
Right.
So, are we waiting or are we putting our orders?
Oh, I thought you were. Did you call God?
No, I said I wasn't going to, but I can't.
My bad.
That's totally fine.
I saw you reach over, so I assumed.
No.
I was going to, but someone's holding onto my arm.
Yeah, hello. What you getting anyway? Tools or?
Tools, but maybe as well kind of get some lessons from the blacksmiths for themselves.
That's fair. Yeah, always stay learning. Very important. Maybe there's a book on blacksmithing in the library downstairs if you dare to venture down there. Supposedly there's no more rift beasts. The rift is sealed, so.
I'll probably give that a try.
If you do, try to find me a book on herbology. I'll call it my fee for the tip.
Do you have any description on the book itself?
Any books on plants. As many as you can carry.
Hold tight. People are on their way.
Yes, ma'am. Oh,
I'll see what I could do.
Be back in 5 minutes. Sign over there, so we can hold off for a bit.
I see.
Convenient.
Very civilized
punctual, they seem.
persons.
Very out of character of them.
You're very proud, aren't you?
In what way?
Couldn't tell you. Either way, if you find any books and plants, bring them down. Especially the more rare, the better.
Do I need to bring a team with me? Like, is it?
As far as I know, the rifts are dead.
Okay.
The rift beasts, rather. So, just be sneaky, just in case.
Sneaky. Got it. Is it too far from where the entrance is, or?
No, once you leave, just hug the wall on the left and you'll be there.
Got it.
That easy.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, wonderful. See, told you. We were hoping to place some orders. I guess I'll go first. I need a blade from a sword of black iron about this size, something like this. Kind of like a falcon at the end. That's what it's called, I forget. And then I would also need a saber. It doesn't have to be all black iron, but black iron edge, if that would be possible.
Well, the master blacksmith usually deals in the trades, but I'll note that down. I'll get it written up. That's for sure. But I can't say anything yet. Master blacksmith's gotta make the deal with you.
No, that's totally fine. We had already chatted to an extent, securing the mines on black iron, which I kind of did, but
Yeah, cool stuff.
Sure can't remember. Anyway, I guess that's my order, if you have it down.
Oh God.
Okay, move up.
Yeah. Give me a wait.
Yeah.
Waiting.
All right.
I hide my journal in the grain of rice we have over there. Yeah, what's up?
I would like a halberd edge made out of black iron, if possible. One that I can sort of just attach. I don't want to replace the whole thing.
That's so cool. A halberd edge, just a tip.
It's
the
a
tip.
axe.
Yep.
Next step.
Alright, fantastic. Yeah, I got that. Anything? Nothing else? That's it? Alright, cool.
This
For me.
Right.
Okay. Okay, you're behind me. A couple tools, if you're able to, with the black iron.
Just tools? With
Tools
black
in
iron?
general.
Can't you just get iron tools?
Is
What
there?
it gotta be?
Well,
Black iron tools? These
Just-
are just used for fighting, punching things. Hitting things.
yes. Maybe like some tools like pickaxes and axes. That's basically it.
I mean, I guess. I'll put it down. What for? What do you need tools?
Just ours keep breaking and they're kind of run down.
I mean,
Just-
maybe you just suck at using them. It's usually not the blacksmith's fault, but the fault of the user, you know? Take care of
Well,
your
I-
pickaxes.
I do. I mean, I keep repairing them,
Yeah,
so.
I mean, maybe you're repairing them pretty badly.
All right, well,
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Customers?
Oh, there he is. There's the
that's
master
the
blacksmith.
master,
Yeah.
right there. All right.
Uh,
We had
These guys
already
have
talked
orders,
about
they want weapons.
payment, right? With the getting rid of the rift beast and all that.
yeah, I heard about that actually already.
This guy wants
See.
pickaxe.
What's
Whoa.
a pickaxe? A black iron?
Yeah,
Alright,
exactly.
one second. Let's go over here. Hold on a second.
I don't know. It just feels a little silly.
I must have just want ingots.
So sword,
Hold on a
saber,
second.
and tip of a
Okay.
halberd, and then a
Sword,
pickaxe.
saber,
Apparently.
tip of a halberd. Okay. Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Alright.
I just need the blade for the sword, so you don't have to worry about, everything else.
Alright, that's
Okay.
fine.
Let's see
Okay,
here. Nothing
sorry.
extra, nothing special, like adding the aetherite or anything to it, right?
Okay, Mike, sorry about that.
Right,
Okay. You got tools ready then?
Yeah. That's like
Alright.
for them.
So we're
Or
good
you
for
mean
the
just my
payment?
tools?
Are we good?
Oh yeah, we're good. No. You guys actually did your part. We'll do ours. Oh,
Right, fantastic. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta go make sure.
I love charity.
about things. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Guess you will be fine.
We will. And I would try to go get those
Bye-bye.
books if I have the
Thank
chance.
you. Please remember.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Enjoy yourself.
Here, let's ask them together. We want ingots, black iron ingots, if you don't mind. But as well as
Whoa.
have,
Roll stuff.
if you would like, stumbling my words. It's just an honor to meet you. Would would it be not too much trouble to teach me like how to do like more of the smithy side of it with the black iron stuff?
That sounds awesome.
You actually want to learn how to make the stuff?
Yes, since our smithy kind of, since our smithy is kind of out of the ship recently, so on business trips.
I'd also be interested in learning. I'm trying to figure out ether tech applications for it.
It's a little bit off the deal. Nah, it's fine. You guys actually got the curry back going, so nah. Get it running, get it going. We'll teach you how.
Thank you. Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Jump on over.
You first. Okay.
Alright.
Oh, fuck. Ryan can't lift that.
Good. It's going.
Alright, you got
Yeah.
the raw pieces. We're gonna need those first. Or we already got them in.
Ooh.
Remember, 4 pieces.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I can actually pick
That's
this.
the
Oh
ingots,
no, it's
you
gone.
dolt. That's the ingots, not the raw.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm still learning.
Don't mess with that stuff yet. Though we could probably make some stuff already with that if we need to. But we'll need to get started on another batch just in case anyway, since we got that courier going. So make sure to have that going. In the meantime, though, let's see here. It looks like you already got all the pieces in. Alright. Well, I guess I can't really show you that, but I could go ahead and tell you how you actually make the stuff first.
Okay.
First of all, whenever you take raw black iron, never, and I mean never, try to make a weapon out of that by itself.
Okay.
Black iron by itself is a brittle material. It doesn't work well when you use it as a weapon or a tool. At all. That's why you gotta mix it with some other ores. We usually use, let's see here, for every 4 pieces of raw black iron, we usually use around 2 pieces of raw iron, as well as 1 piece of raw silver and a bit of charcoal to add into that as well.
Okay.
We make it into an alloy, you see. Because the iron and the silver mixing together to make that alloy will actually make it strong enough to be able to withstand actually using it in combat. Now the stuff itself, as you can see, what in the world? Might be a little difficult to see, but as you can
I can see it. Yeah.
Okay. This stuff by itself, this is what makes a single ingot. So always remember that ratio: 4 to 2 to 1 to half. All right.
Got it.
So you take all that stuff together, mix it in as an OLA. You make sure to heat it up as much as you can. I'm talking high temperatures. You see how big that furnace is? That's how hot we need to get it. That's how much heat we need.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It scorches my skin off.
Mm-hmm. Now, once you got it down, once you got it boiled down, all that sort of stuff, you know. Take this, you take this, make sure it's heated enough so you'll be able to actually, well, work it. Let's see here.
Bin.
Here we go. So, as you can see right there, we got it. We'll need to heat it down, make sure it's a regular molten, and then we'll take a mold with it. Usually, depends on the item in question, we use the regular molds for that sort of stuff. Any sort of blades, we use a blade with it. If it's a unique one, then we gotta make a custom mold, like with the claw fingers I made for, what was the person's name, Ren? I had to make a custom mold for that. And then once you have it ready, and that's melted enough so it's actually malleable, you take it. Over here. Oh, take your mallet, will you? Take it.
Hell yeah.
Once it's malleable enough, we got the right mold going, all that. Then we start working with it.
Yeah, let's go over
Maybe I
here.
want to step back with this a little bit. Nice solid stance every time. Make sure you know where you're hitting. Make sure you know it's properly placed. And then you start hammering it down.
Okay. Perfect.
We have to use large materials like this in order to for it to work.
Hell yeah.
You need a lot of force
Cool.
Okay.
to make it work. Otherwise, it doesn't work well.
Got it. It's a lot of force.
Problem though is when you start getting down to the edges itself. Give me the small hammer again.
Here you go.
We gotta start using smaller.
I can take the big one.
Don't drop it like you do.
Well, yep. Never do.
Use a small one. Knock it off its edges. Alright.
See. Okay.
Now, have you ever done anything like trying to treat a blade or anything like that?
Yes. A bit.
You have?
Not fully.
Okay.
Yes.
The basics.
So whenever it starts cold enough, or whenever you have the blade or the edge well enough, once it's done, once you have all the pieces sorted, I'm just using this as an example. This ain't actually going to be what I use. But once you got this done, put it back in. Make sure it cools down. And then you're going to reheat it. Once it's back to the right temperature, then you take it back out. And you make sure you get all those kinks out, just in case. You want to make sure you offhandedly make sure to reheat it and then quench it when you need to. Otherwise, well, I'm going to have a few nicks and knacks there. You don't want that. So, you have an idea, right? Let's see you try. Now,
It ain't rocket science.
one thing I will make sure you know. Don't try to use magic on the raw stuff at all, okay? Otherwise it'll start to brittle bake. We actually learned that here a couple days ago when one of yours by the name of Penny went over to help work with some experiments over here.
Yikes.
Don't use magic whatsoever on the stuff. However, we did learn something interesting, actually. And that is when it comes to actually imbuing magic with it after the process is done and the alloy is made. So you're not using the regular stuff anymore, you're using the alloy. You can put magic into it. It won't hold for long, however. It will very quickly dissipate. So sad to say, if you're ever trying to channel magic into it, expect it to fizzle out pretty damn fast. It ain't gonna hold for long.
I have a question.
What?
So, what if you were to replace the regular iron alloy with something like metallic opal or aetherite, which I believe is mostly iron infused with aetherite?
I'm sorry, what?
What if you were to replace the iron in the recipe, the regular iron, with metallic aetherite?
Metallic aetherite. Well, if you want to look over here, let me show you exactly what happens. You see all these?
Yes.
That is exactly what I've been doing, actually. I've been trying to experiment to see if I could combine black iron with aethertech.
Beautiful work.
Sad to say, it's not been producing as good of results as I kind of wish. Mainly because I just don't really have as much experience with Aether as much as I wish. There were some blueprints though that people did give me. Let me see here. Where were those blueprints put?
I'd probably put them in the rice bin.
Yeah, go get them, please. Your group gave me a couple blueprints in exchange.
I seem to have. Okay. Time out for a bit. I seem to have lost the hammer.
Yeah, it phases out of existence if you don't look at it right.
Yeah, it's phasing out of existence. Don't worry about it.
Get out of here.
Okay. Yeah, I can't find it anymore. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Whew.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, those are phasing out of existence.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, thanks to a couple of blueprints I did get though from you guys. I've been able to work on it a little bit more, see if I can actually, make it more workable. However, as it stands right now, it's still in the experimental phase.
What in particular isn't working properly for it? Is it making the material too brittle, like the regular stuff, or is it just not carrying the mana well through its pathways?
So here's the thing, right? Black iron in of itself, it's kind of an antithesis to Aether, or Aether crystals. Whenever I try to use the metallic Aetherite, whenever it tries to take in the mana and that sort of stuff, it ends up fizzling way too quickly for the actual effects in question to be able to work properly. So I'm wondering if it may be a change that I need to do with the alloys in question, the alloy in question that's made. And it may have to change the ratios in which I'm actually using it in order to actually make it usable, essentially.
What if
However, as for the...
what if instead of using a solid, pure mixture of an alloy, you instead build with the two separate alloys and just combine them after the fact, sort of like a layering process? That way you could have...
Can we make like a double layer, or make it like an edging sort of deal?
Yeah, the core of the weapon would be Aether, right? And you would use that to channel the magic, and then the outer layer, the part that you strike things with, would just be, black iron. That way you wouldn't have as much interference. Maybe you might need a buffer material in between to keep the black iron from affecting the metallic Aetherite, but...
Maybe. It'll definitely warrant some experimentation, that's for sure. But certainly on the right track with it, that's for sure. I'll figure it out eventually. Question is when. Go ahead and put these back.
Thank you. I will.
For right now, though, I can make something somewhat decent. It's not going to be anything high grade or anything special in terms of Aether tech that I've seen in the past with some Aether tech weapons. Maybe at most I'll be able to mimic a first circle spell. I don't know. I'll have to see.
Oh, I have another question. So the regular black iron, before it's turned into an alloy, is brittle. Is the alloy itself more flexible, similar to that of iron or something? Because I was wondering about using it perhaps thrusting weapons, which require a level of flexibility that regular... Well, I guess regular swords also require a level of flexibility so that the blades can bend. Do you know it'd be possible to use it in such a weapon?
Alloy, as it is right now that we've been able to make it, works for pretty much most, if not all, of those types of weapons. Spears, we've been able to make that work pretty well. As a matter of fact, one of the first weapons I actually made with this stuff, with the proper actual alloy, was very successful when it was made. Yeah. What was it? Oh wait, am I thinking something else actually? There was one point in time when we actually tried to make something with the black iron, but we had a lot of problems with it in the start because we didn't exactly know all the details behind it. However, when it came to when we finally got the alloy to work to make it strong enough to actually break through something, break through a puncture skin, there was a bit of an accident that happened, and that's how we kind of learned that it worked on Rift Beast in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we were able to make stuff like spears, swords, even some custom stuff. It takes a bit of an adjustment of the ratios depending on what you're using and how much of an ingot that you need. If you're making like something like the Cog Gauntlets, you're probably only going to need one of those, maybe half of one,
What about
depending,
a rapier?
because those things didn't take much.
What
One
about
more
a
time.
rapier? Like a thin...
A rapier?
Yeah.
I'd say you'd probably be able to make one. I don't see why not. Might have to change just a few things with it. It should work. Yeah. As long as we make it... Yeah. Yeah, I think we could make it work. It'll be a little difficult. Rapiers aren't exactly something I make too often. But I could get it done. I've been able to make weirder stuff.
Oh, if you have a question, you can go first. I was just gonna ask.
I think the only part that I have questions is, I think no questions at all, because I feel like this stuff is pretty similar to me with strength and math.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how much the weight compares to like iron or any other ores. If it's more.
Oh, it
or
weighs
less
just
weighty.
about the same as iron, actually.
Oh, that's
Oh,
really
about the same.
convenient.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's partially why I was so willing to hand you just a raw piece of it in the first place, was that even if you guys did try to, make something out of it, the properties of it are similar enough to iron that you wouldn't have noticed until you actually tried to use the weapon, and then it would have broken on you. But yeah.
That's why I was kind of hesitant to take an iron, or to take an ingot in the first place. I would say we could make our stuff, or if you would allow it, make our stuff here and then kind of take it with us. Make our tools and then.
I wouldn't mind sharing the forge with you.
Might need to figure out a way to upgrade our own forge to supplement it.
You're gonna need a very high-powered forge. I'll tell you that much. That
I don't think we have that.
is just enough to get the job done. You're gonna need something hotter than that.
Well, we do have. Probably not. Souls might need that. I think the hottest thing we have close to that, because of heat, would be for Solus' fire magic.
Okay.
Yeah, but would that shatter the black iron? That channel.
Use it carefully enough. We can probably get out of the forge area right now.
I mean, judging by how... Well, actually, no. From what I've been told from Malik, there's two types of fire magic that could be used. One is what Solus uses as attack magic with, his fire magic. But regarding with these ingots with smithing, there's a separate magic for that.
Huh? What sort of magic is it?
It's not.
Might be thinking of metallurgy.
Yeah, something like that.
That is
Metallurgy?
something I've been trying to learn, but I don't have my wells open. I know that Ariel has experience with it. That might be more effective with a fully finalized ingot. I don't know how well it would work at actually forming an alloy.
We're gonna need a lot of heat then.
I think what you could do, if I'm thinking this right here, in terms of what you're planning, if you're trying to use heat in order to power the forge itself, that should be fine. Because you're not using magic directly on the black iron. The problem is if you actively mess with the black iron itself, especially in its raw state. If you mess with it in its raw state, that's going to be a problem. You're going to end up breaking it every time.
Yeah.
Which means if we're talking metal magic here, that definitely won't work then. You're more likely to break it than you were to do anything with it.
More, my idea was we hook the system like this, but using the fire magic to heat up the mechanism instead of the actual raw iron itself.
That Probably
Just
work
to make
actually
it-
by affecting the ambient temperature of the environment that it's in. It would probably heat it up without needing direct application of the fire magic.
Exactly.
As long as it's not direct application, you should be good then.
Sweet. Okay.
Maybe we could make
So
like a
mind you,
pressurized
I will
chamber.
state, I'm not the most versed when it comes to magic. So if it does blow up on your face, don't hold me to that. I don't
No
use
worries.
magic when it comes to my stuff. Not at all. Matter of fact, most of us, if not any of us here, use magic. So
Better to do it natural. Magic always comes things up.
yeah.
Issue is we're working with limited space.
If only
I
there was
suggest
a
getting more
station
space.
down.
If you've seen their airship, that doesn't look like it's big enough to
No.
hoist something like that.
We would have to kind of set up shop somewhere like with enough heat to generate enough heat. Or
You could
for-
always have the
to
parts
melt it.
ready, and whenever you land, you just build the forge. When after you land, and then you use it.
That's-
Then
That is true.
Will that have enough power though? That's the problem.
I mean, if you instead of just using raw magic in the forge, you just get it through one of these machines. You just throw fire in one of these machines, and then it powers the forge.
I think that's what we were trying to say. Put fire in these
Yeah,
machines.
that sounds cool.
Yeah. The problem here is that they need enough power and heat to be able to actually, make it. And
Yeah.
considering the fact of how big our forge is versus how much space they have on their airship, which I checked that out, they aren't going to have enough space for that thing.
No.
Or something equivalent
Unless
to
you
that.
build more space.
I think if we made a specialized
On an
crucible,
airship?
we might be able to, put the raw materials inside of the crucible and then heat up the outer shell with either an aether-tech device or the help of a fire mage to do the ambient
That could
temperature.
work as well.
And it would
No
hopefully-
direct contact towards the material itself as well. It's like as well as like that is my idea. Just like having the outer layer be heated up by either magic or natural environment to the point where it's able enough to be made without being direct contact with magic itself.
I think some sort of stone crucible could probably heat to the right temperatures.
Yes, exactly.
It would probably just be a multi-day process to heat it up fully, though.
Well, it's more, it's trial and error or more testing to be done.
Yeah.
Do you have any example or like failed weapons we could learn off of?
Failed weapons?
Yeah, like anything that you've tried to forge and it broke. We could maybe look over. I
Usually throw those away, or repurpose them.
Yeah, we usually repurpose.
Which is understandable, yeah.
Resources
I
are
did the
limited.
same. Yep.
Anytime we ever get any broken weapons, we usually end up remaking them. Make them
about
from scratch again.
What about your aether-tech attempts?
That
Do you have
stuff?
any to get rid
I mean, what you see on there is what I got, so...
Do you have any I could possibly study? I'd be willing to share any findings I have.
I don't know. I mean... I'm gonna need to think on this one a little bit.
That's understandable. It's kind of a big ask.
Yeah.
Because that would be useful to kind of study for the group in Aether-Tech, right?
Yeah, I mean, the idea of the metal itself is already incredible. Something that can harm Rift Beasts without magic is kind of probably one of the greatest discoveries we've had in the past 10 years. So, potentially being able to work that into, some sort of Aether-Tech applications or something to perhaps find ways to further enhance its capabilities could be incredibly useful.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Might even be
No,
potential
you don't think we're
closing
just gonna
rifts
sit
with
on all
this.
this stuff by ourselves, right?
And I'd assume you're trying to stockpile it to sell to the greater world. That would probably be the most financially, opportune choice.
Well, it's one thing to be financially great, right? It's another thing when you got a bunch of people that owe you favors for being able to save their butts.
That is true.
Hmm.
See, money to me doesn't mean jack. I don't care whatsoever about money, or currency, or
I
anything like
suppose
that.
money isn't very
Not in
valuable
this
if the
world.
world's over.
Exactly. Besides, money is just money. People are
I
gonna
guess
steal that all the
favors are
time.
a better form of currency than anything physical.
Exactly. It gets
Nowadays,
people
damn
off your
sure.
back. It gets people off your back. And it makes sure they are respectable to you as you are respectable to them. After all, if you're able to provide a service to them that they aren't able to get anywhere else, well, that means you're shooing to, well, not having problems with any people.
Yep. It's definitely been
That's
very
pretty much.
helpful.
Yeah. Learned a lot.
Yeah.
So, I would say kind of cut up. If you're saying iron and black, if iron is just the same as black iron, then I would say kind of.
in terms of just a weight specifically.
Yeah. Well, then what does the black iron have against regular iron, other than the fact of cutting the rip piece? Is it stronger than iron, or?
Well, no, it's more brittle than iron. That's why you have to make an alloy out of it in the first place, right? The thing is, though, is the...
I was going to say, I assume it's some... If you're asking about like how it interacts with Rift Beast, I assume the difference is that since regular weapons can't hurt Rift Beast, permanently, they get stuck on the Rift Beast itself and break more quickly, while a black iron weapon would probably have more durability in comparison because it's able to properly damage them and it won't get caught up on the internals of the Rift Beast, therefore causing structural damage to the weapon.
Okay. Then I'm guessing. So the thing I want to just say, no weapons or no tools, because I feel like we could just make tools ourselves.
Well,
and,
this is kind of the same issue we had with other materials we have on the ship. At the end of the day, you can make something out of whatever we have more abundance of. You probably should, because there usually isn't too much greater benefit or any benefit to using more premium material for something that ultimately can be used elsewhere, and you could just use something cheaper.
That's true.
Indeed. Every metal in LA has its use.
Unless, of course, you want to pickaxe that can kill Rift Beast.
Then
And it'll break easier.
Maybe a regular axe might be like a good idea, just to carry that around, like a hand axe or a hatchet or something, so that if a Rift Beast
That's
sneaks
what
up
I was
on
thinking.
you-
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, with the pickaxe, that could break easily because we're always just mining materials. So with axes, we're basically using them for trees, but
Yeah, I'd
it'll
say
be helpful and more kind of.
maybe a small hatchet would probably be the most ideal, because we aren't really doing massive logging operations. If we were, we could just use a regular axe, but for just general use, a small hand axe made with black iron could come handy if like a Rift Beast attacks you, or if simultaneously you're out in the wilderness, you need to cut up some small brush or something.
That's true. So I would say just kind of an axe then. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
We tested the
I
material,
guess
right?
you guys got customers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I sliced
That's
up
what I
some
do,
Rift Beast
yeah.
with that sword.
Okay. Hey.
We appreciate the help.
We're
I will step aside for a few seconds.
okay.
Well,
we need some blacksmithing done.
Yep.
Alright.
with the promised black iron.
We were, for clearing out the, where we believe we have been promised some work.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Alright, what are you looking for?
I want to get my, honestly, I'm pretty happy with my sword. I was thinking about it. I think I'd just like to get it, maybe re-smithed with black iron or something. I don't know blacksmithing stuff,
That could be doable.
And made it into black iron, or at least...
Yeah, I can reforge it for you. I should save on materials in the first place, so...
Yeah, true. I was thinking if I should get my other stuff done. I don't know. I don't know what the downsides of having black iron are. For all I know, it could explode. It would suck.
About that actually. So I was talking with these two earlier as well as a few
sweet.
others. But if you want to take a seat for this one, because this might be a bit of an explanation.
Ah, boy.
Yeah. So, I'm not sure if you ever heard about a deal that I made with, I believe the name was Penny a couple days ago. Essentially, we wanted to see if we could experiment more with the magic in question, see what all is going on with that. We did figure out a few things, actually, and I was able to get more pinpoint, figure out what exactly is going on.
Let's have more over there.
So,
see if we could talk about more.
Yeah. I heard that when you use magic on it, it disintegrates. Do you know if that's if you channel magic specifically through it, or if it comes?
Yeah, face me, so you can't face them. So.
That is an interesting question.
Okay. So what we're asking, I know we're asking for 1 axe for a black iron. That could help. I know you were asking for.
If they had any spare Aether Tech experiments weapons that I could research.
Yeah. Then then for me.
Oh, you heard that too?
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Channel directly into it.
Ow. Fuck me.
You hear that?
Yeah, I hear that. What in the world?
I think I have an ear problem.
Okay. Fuck, that actually hurt my ears. Dogs have super hearing. Fuck.
Yeah, that was a really bad pitch for me, also.
The fuck was that?
Sounded like somebody hit something like a
Ow. Okay. Ow. Okay. Ow. Okay. Let's go ask.
Like anything our ship would have made, and we're too far down. I think to hear that.
We don't.
Okay, you guys heard that too, right?
Ow. Is something clinging against the crystals in the ceiling?
Ow. Fuck.
It's getting stronger. It's getting stronger.
Oh, what in the world is that?
I think.
So you're saying it's up to the crystals?
Crystals. Maybe.
Oh, great. Okay.
Should we get the others?
That's not how that.
I don't know. You guys don't know. You guys don't know what that sound is. You've never heard that before.
No, I haven't heard that before, and that's really.
Fuck.
Yeah. Okay.
This really sucks. I can only close one ear.
You lost your hand down there, didn't you?
I lost the whole thing.
Fuck. Okay, you okay?
Do you need a prosthetic or something?
Okay.
Okay.
If I
That keeps happening. I think my ears might start bleeding.
Well, I asked specifically about the changing thing about the magic because I can still do this. You know, it's like I got my own
I
bag.
think it stopped.
Okay, as long as you're not
So I wanna know
channeling
if I can
directly
grab it.
into it.
Next time I'll close your ears.
You should be good.
All right.
But that's with the raw stuff, actually.
Okay.
So.
Right. So then, refined, it would.
Well, that's the thing, right? The actual
Okay.
refined process isn't actually, refining the raw black iron by itself. We actually use a mix of metals into an alloy in order to make it actually work.
Yeah, they just taught us,
Because the raw
process on
black
that.
iron by itself actually, it won't actually hold up as a weapon. It's not meant to be a weapon. It's too brittle for something like that. Can't be used as a weapon, tool, or anything like that. Now, if you make it an alloy, which we do that by mixing it with iron, silver, and a little bit of charcoal as well, then you're able to make something that actually withstands and is able to use as a weapon. And that, through experimentation, we found
I do want to
was
go
able
check
to
that.
hold a
What was
bit
that
of mana,
noise?
or hold a bit of channeled mana into it, but it quickly
yeah.
fizzled out after it
Get
was
too
done.
sidetracked.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Like, does this have any downside to its regular Rift Beast killing effect, or?
As far as we know, didn't seem to. How are those weapons?
Huh?
Tested briefly. Was you noise? Was
You guys
noise
hear
you?
No.
Yeah, I thought it was.
No.
You
No.
probably didn't hear
Oh,
that,
God.
but it was.
We didn't hear
okay.
that. Okay.
Yeah, not really. It was
Oh, we
very
didn't?
faint.
Okay.
Not as loud as it's supposed to be. Sorry.
Ow.
Okay.
So
I was about to say,
heard a
that
dog.
we all heard that.
No. Nope.
Oh well, a lot of people heard it upstairs. I won't tell you.
I know.
right
I
now.
meant to prompt you guys in pre-lobby announcements. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. All right, cool.
That was very
Man,
faint-
that sure was a
very faint
quiet
noise.
ding I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
Yeah.
anyways.
probably some crystal or something. Like I said before, doesn't. Yeah. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody just hit a crystal.
Right. You used it a little bit. How'd it go?
To be fair, I didn't get into much fighting yesterday, or 2, 3, however
Yeah,
many days ago it was.
Okay.
I was able to.
So you weren't able to
I mean,
properly test it. and
I
all
did
that.
get a black iron sword that Fron handed it to me because I lost my weapon. I only had my shield, and yeah, no, it cut him up good. It did its
What?
job. The black iron. I had a black iron sword.
Where'd you get that from?
Down
Found one
there.
downstairs.
Down there.
Corpse.
When we were.
Oh, okay. I was about to
Yeah,
say.
because they were
Where
dead
in the
bodies
world
down
did you
there.
get that? Okay, you got it from down there. That's fine. Just
yeah.
make sure to return that because that is supposed
Recycling.
to be our property.
All right.
I'm sure you'll get it back.
for you later.
Yeah.
I better.
I mean,
Well, part of the arrangement was we would be
Yeah, we-
getting.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say that
black
would
iron
that
in
would
exchange
realistically
for-
probably.
I'll be making you guys the stuff itself. So a black iron sword like that ain't gonna be useful to you guys anyways. So
Why not? He
Why
used
not?
it.
because it's not custom made for you.
Also,
It's gonna have the wrong balance, it's not gonna have the right hill, it's not gonna have the right guard.
Sure, you're the blacksmith. I believe you. If I give you my
Anyway.
stuff, can you work on it?
Yeah.
Sure. And what were the downsides to an ally? What were the downsides to if I were to get this made into a blade? What are the downsides to it being made and reforged? with
The
a
only
black
downside,
iron
as
alloy?
far as we are aware, is that if you try to channel any sort of magic into it, as an alloy specifically, any sort of magic you try to do with that will quickly fizzle out. It'll
Cool,
stay
I
there
don't-
for a bit, but it'll fizzle out. But it won't go brittle or anything like that.
I mean, I don't need that for my
The
sword.
downside is a lot less than there's the raw stuff. That's it. That's the only difference. Like the one downside is like it's less.
No.
Instead of
that-
disintegrating, it just holds it for a second before going away. It's
yeah, it
the
just
only
holds the
difference
magic
between
for a
raw and
second and then
alloy.
goes away. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically. Yeah.
Okay. Instead of neat. Cool.
I can
Well,
take it.
I just won't cast magic into my sword anymore, so that's fine.
There you go.
It probably won't work to me. I channel a lot of magic through my weapons.
Yeah.
I really only had the
But I'm
thin
doing this so I
weapons,
don't
but
have
if
to.
I don't have,
Look, I can
I don't
enchant
need
my
to do
sword
that anymore if I got
but
the
I'm
black
doing this so I
iron.
don't have to anymore. This way I can just
Yeah,
save the
I
mana.
get that
you know?
for y'all,
Yeah.
but like I use.
Yeah,
Might just be fine with a holdout
Actually-
weapon or something.
Were you interested still and wanted to try out
Alright,
or
I'll
try
leave
to
you
test
guys
one
to
of
it.
those?
I don't know. It's like aetheryte stuff, and I got to use magic through that, right? To make that work.
That is actually the black iron alloy with aetheryte.
So would I need to channel into that or use my mana?
You technically have to use your mana to channel into it for the aetheryte to work. We're still in the process of experimenting with it, though. It would help if we did have someone to help with that.
I mean,
Hey, there you go.
Alright,
Yeah.
So if we had a black iron weapon, and then there was with the alloy, and then there's like a separate part with the aetheryte alloy going through it, we would be able to properly channel magic through that. Through the aetheryte.
Well, no matter what, you'll still be able to channel magic through it.
Okay.
No matter what.
Yeah, but like less of it, be less of the if through channel through the aetheryte part, it wouldn't do the fizzle out bit. It would it still work regularly?
In theory, we're still experimenting with it. That's the problem. See.
All right. Cool.
I suggested
Yeah.
doing layers so that you could channel the magic through like an aetheryte core and then have an outer layer of the black iron so that you wouldn't have to enchant the outer layer to do damage to rifties. But
Yeah.
you could still have enchantments and effects imbued into the weapon.
That'd be interesting.
Alright.
Well, for now,
I really don't have enough knowledge on Aethertech to be able to help with that.
Yeah,
I'm sure in the next
that's
week
fine. I just
we
want
still
this.
have answers for us.
Yeah, I just want this here.
Okay.
Reforged
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
black
later.
iron.
Thank
You? I'll treat it well.
Yeah.
What I
Alright.
want is this shield. I want it changed into more of a dueling shield. You know what those look like? They're like longer than a regular shield, and there's normally like a pointy bit at the end. Like there's a specific design I have. I'll give it to you for that. For when with that one, you just really gotta get the trim with the black iron. Yeah, I got it on paper. I'll hand it to you later.
Okay, I could do that then. That should work.
Yeah, like keep the style. You know, I like the spikes. You know, it really gives it like that intimidating feel.
You want to make sure you have that punching power when you bash him with it.
Yeah, so like if you can. Like a dueling shield, and you don't get you don't have to worry about like the most like in the whole thing the black iron. Obviously, just really I'm gonna use poking and slashing.
It just needs the
parts
that
bludgeon. So it just needs those that like diamond tip drills and all that. Yeah, so if you can just like
I know what you mean.
Set that here.
Yeah, go ahead, set it done. I could get that work done.
Okay, slip that to you.
What about anything else other than a shield though for you, or what?
You need a new weapon. Custom made.
Well, that's what the dueling shield's going to be for.
Well, you still might need a different weapon for, other hand. But you don't have right now.
Thinking about that. You know what? I'll come back later with another thing.
All right.
You used to use a big stick.
It was the homophobic stick, but got eaten by that worm.
Can you make a new one?
Yeah.
Well,
that's a very weird name for a weapon, but you know what? I ain't gonna judge.
I think you'd look.
You only come across a homophobic stick.
Caleb, imagine.
I ain't gonna judge. You know
what?
Shield
in this hand.
Not my problem.
Big mace in this hand, kind of like your stick, but a mace.
Okay.
Well, anyway, get this hand
so,
fixed. But
if we're gonna do that experimentation though with the black iron and the Aether Tech, I can give you a sample of one of the weapons, and you can take it back.
They got that.
Sweet.
I will want that back later though.
Yeah,
for certain. Yeah, for certain. We will. Yeah. With a bunch of people within Aether Tech, I think we will get right on that.
Yeah, at the very least, I know I'll be able to have the time to work on it. You don't really trust a whole lot to me usually, so.
We still need to go to the Oasis as well.
Yeah. And then I think you were gonna get yourself a hand axe.
So yeah, I think. So what my friend wants is, like you said, to experiment more on the experimental weapons. I want an axe and a sword.
An axe and a sword? Ooh, dual wielding.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes. Well, the axe is more for when I'm out and about, when something like that. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Something more versatile than just a regular killing axe.
What type of sword?
Something.
Talking straight sword, bastard sword, long sword.
I think just regular.
Zweihander.
Always do a short.
So, I think just regular sword like this.
It's like a bastard
sword.
Alright,
yeah,
we straight sword. Yeah.
Yeah, we can make a straight sword then for you. Actually, no, that's more of an arming sword, isn't it?
I'll put it down.
Yeah, put down arming sword. That'll work.
Should we maybe pick up some of the black iron ore itself so that we could practice forging the alloy at some point? Or I guess we wouldn't have the supplies to do it just yet.
Well, how much also
depending on
a weapon?
I kind of am, but I would. I might want to forge it myself because, like I suggested with the rapier, I was kind of interested in like something light like that.
Yeah.
And I think we would need to make a.
I mean, I could still try to make a rapier. It'll be a little bit harder for me, but I can try it.
I have some designs for an Aether Tech rapier. That if you, because I designed it specifically to have the blade be a separate.
I can make the starting parts to it. The rest of it, in terms of Aether Tech, that'll probably have to be on you then.
Yeah, that's
I think we need to do more. So first, I think we will experiment.
Yeah.
See what we could do on our end, and then.
I mean, I have the design. All I would need is the outer blade itself. I designed that specifically to be a separate piece that is attached at the end, like to keep it separated from the Aether Tech internals. Originally, I was intending for it to be an imbued weapon, like with the weapon imbuements, but those can possibly affect Aether Tech circuitry. So I had originally designed it with that in mind, but I could just swap out the imbued section with black iron and instead not even have to worry about the imbuement.
Okay. So, I think that's pretty much what we wanted. So,
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of weapon would you give to the Aethertech to kind of study for now?
What do we got
you
over there?
Had to describe something that I would then RP bring down.
Oh,
Maybe
and
just a simple sword.
you said you wanted an ingot as well.
Yeah, maybe an ingot.
Nothing too crazy.
Get him that spear up there.
Whatever you think is like
Spear would
best
probably
to
be the best
research
to work
on.
with. Yeah, plenty of room to be able to maneuver and tinker with it in terms of the handle itself.
Oh,
And do
thanks.
bring
Hold
it
on.
back.
I'm just gonna really quick.
Oh.
Now I'll never forget what it looks like.
Don't worry, I have the spear.
Okay. Well, thank you. I really
Be careful.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Trying to do a handshake.
Yeah,
Gone now.
I can't see.
Nope.
There it is again.
Yeah, no
Is there a
worries.
reason why you're covering your face, by the way?
It's a religious, or not religious, but like family tradition thing. Sorry, some people confused it for a religious thing and they got confused. No, it's a family thing. We're not supposed to show our faces to anyone but our lovers. So.
I'll let you know. Some people not be okay with that down here.
Well,
you know what?
I
That's
took off my
why.
mask.
That's why he's always behind me. He'll pull his hand down soon, but like he'll hide behind me with his hand down.
Alright.
Yep. But yeah, thank you so much. I suppose we won't be getting that ingot to kind of test for ourselves.
Grab an ingot.
I can carry it.
Okay.
The ingot of perpetual disappearance.
Yeah, it's very
here, I swear.
stylized. I love how isometric it is.
Hey, that's bad talk. Okay. Oh well. Why do I have it? Okay, here you go.
Careful.
Stop it.
I think it likes you.
Stop. Okay.
Wow, I love how
Thank you
much
so
it
much.
hurts to look at.
Tongue twisted.
It reminds me of a rock I once met.
We should. So as soon as we get home or get back to the ship, study. Maybe mention it to Michael and the rest if they want to chime in.
Definitely. I'm trying to keep this in view. Okay, this angle.
We
this
will
angle.
return the spear. We promised.
Alright.
Thank you so much.
I'm holding you to that. And also, make sure that sword gets back to me too.
Well, what sword?
The sword
that sword.
they took from
No worries.
underground.
I will
Yeah.
remind them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No,
basically could be reused to make a better sword, so.
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
I'm sure if it's been
And
left down there,
as
it's
much
probably
as they
been
don't
damaged.
understand the whole intricacies that go into blacksmithing, it is actually better to make sure you have a proper weapon that is properly made for the person in question.
Exactly.
Also, I'd feel like it's just better to have a newer weapon in general if you can.
Well, that too, but that weapon was made for that person specifically. It'd be best to return it so we can remake it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Let's get going
Have a
before
good
I
day.
lose this ingot in the ether.
Okay. Okay. You're behind me? Okay.
Yep.
I see what they mean, but we need you guys have some serious work on you.
Yeah, I'm.
But hey,
pretty excited.
this is some new tech. Like that's exciting.
Yeah, this could be a really big discovery, and if like I show how awesome of an idea it was to other Aether technicians, maybe they will like include me in projects and stuff. Without me needing to like ask to be included.
Let's see. Who's in Aether Tech? I know is Urel.
Yeah, there's Ural, Jackson, Ariel. I believe, Celine, I don't know if she's in the right state of mind for it right now. There is Philia, and I think Luca might be a part of it.
Well, when we go back, I think we should tell Philia about this, and probably
What
Jackson
happened?
as well. Oh, we got some samples.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're bringing them back to Aethertech. No one else other than the Smithies.
A little bit ago. Was it the ringing? Because apparently most people didn't hear that.
Yeah, I heard that. Are you good? What happened to you?
This is just what my face looks like. Please don't look.
Yeah, sorry about that. We can't, show his face.
I had to take off my mask.
I'm medical. I kind of need to know if there's an actual, like, problem.
I mean, you could tell them. Tell them.
It's just what my face looks like.
Okay. That's all I need to know. Thank you. Okay,
Sorry about that.
I'll let you take your stuff to medical or whatever, to the engineering. I need you to figure out where Malik is.
Malik, the last time we saw Malik was on the ship.
You might be going to the Oasis. I know
Oasis,
he was interested in visiting it.
What?
The
Apparently there's
Oasis,
an Oasis.
like...
Yeah, there is. There's a Oasis around the corner. I need to just check up here, regardless. Sorry.
Okay. Let's go.
More people.
Sweet. Okay. Perfect. We're making progress.
Yep.
Where are they? Oh, there. Okay. Let's head back to the ship. Get that face covered, and then, we'll get to work. Yep. You can put your arm down, because basically when we pass through the guards, we're gonna get questioned. Just stay behind me, you won't get seen. Okay. Sweet. Okay. I'm actually excited that we got this.
Yeah, it's
But we do
pretty
have
good.
to return those 2 items.
Yes.
Or else we're gonna... Or else kind of... Well, it's not gonna be pretty for us.
I don't think we can afford having bad relations with this place.
Exactly. I do need to go to the library to pick up some books.
I mean, if there's no rift beasts, we could always stop by.
Well, they said the rifts was like the rifts were dead, but just to be careful. So hug the walls, be sneaky. So I wouldn't trust them. Okay. Thank you so much. We're heading out. Okay. Now you can put on your mask.
Just...
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Feels
Let's go.
better.
Sweet. Where are you? Okay. Let's go.
It's really difficult carrying something that I can only see when I look at it the right way.
No worries. Should be in the... We'll put it in the ship and then everything should be fine. Safe and sound. Okay. You might need some help, so I'll give you a boost. Yep, just 1, 2, 3, go! Okay. Okay. We have the materials. Okay. Oh. Just give me 1 second.
So it blends in, and then like you chase them towards the pot, and they'll fall in, and they'll get wrapped up.
Sorry for interrupting. Are you sure you're gonna return that sword? That.
Yeah, it's in the cabin right now.
Okay. They just told us, so they just want to make you like a like the bestest like custom sword that they could give you, without not that one in the library that you found.
Yeah, well, once I get the once I go find my way back to the cabin, I'll grab it, and the next time I head back down, I'll take it with me.
Okay. Where's the ship? Okay, we're heading back to the ship. So. Okay. I got
Are we gonna head back down to the library too?
Oh, jeez.
Or
What was that?
Are we gonna go back down to the library, or are we gonna go to the Oasis?
I think I might go to the library because I'm the only one that has at least a bit of protection against Rift Beast.
I mean,
The Oasis, we could go together.
What if I brought that spear with?
This spear?
Yeah, I mean, that certainly could work with research.
Oh, okay.
You know, make sure it works at killing. Could always test out with that spear.
Look, we gotta test it first. You did give your word that you were gonna test it beforehand.
Yeah, and I can test it down there.
Don't pretend everything's fine.
It's a Rift
We're
Beast
not
on
doing
fire.
this. We're not doing this, Orion. You gave your word to the smithy that you were gonna test the spear. Once we do enough tests, you can use it, but not now.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
hi.
Are you
Hi.
are you lost?
No, I was just heading to the mess hall.
Oh, okay.
So hoping to get.
I think there might
Well,
still
they
be some
should-
breakfast left.
Exactly.
I might take you up on that offer.
If not, then you could come get me in the workshop, and I'll cook you up something nice.
Lumen.
No,
Are you looking for
part of
Lumen?
the Ox Force.
Yeah, we're an auxiliary force. Yeah.
My apologies. I was still getting used to the way things are set up around here.
No worries. If you will, like, in the mess hall, there's also a board filled with all the colors and symbols of every team. So if you're confused of who's in it, then, or basically the colors, there's a board to kind of show you like more stuff about it.
Are you an Aether?
Yes. Rin was
Oh, my friend is wondering if you are Aether technician.
Oh, wouldn't call myself a full-on technician, but I know a thing or two. Enough to make sure these don't fall apart.
Well,
perfect.
I have a friend who also has a fully prosthetic. He designed it himself, and he taught me a bit of it. So if you need any help with repairs or working on it, let me know.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. I'll
probably go eat.
Leave you to it then. I'm a bit
No worries.
starved right now. Particularly, nice to
Once we
meet
get,
you.
yeah, yeah, likewise. But yeah, once we get these the spear and ingot into the workshop, we should be good for today.
Sounds good.
Okay. Are you looking for any team in particular, or are you? I know you.
Not that I
Like
know
after you're
of.
eating.
I'll be honest, Malik just shook my hand and told me I was in Rosewood.
Oh, I think that's what happened to Ariel.
I don't know exactly
Ah, okay.
what I should be expecting.
Are you
Should
good
I
at
be
killing
expecting
Rift
anything?
Beasts?
Healing what?
Are you good at killing Rift Beasts?
Oh, can't say that I have.
Oh, there's always a first for everything.
Yeah, hopefully you are, because that's mostly what we specialize in.
I've heard I'm more of a healer.
Oh, well, that's
Healer?
also
Okay.
helpful.
Yeah.
Now, I believe the medical division, or at least the medical bay, is right down there. If you need to go check it out at any point. By the curtains.
I'll
Well,
do that.
Okay. Well,
And then if
we
you
won't
need,
take much of your time.
Yeah, alchemy
Well,
is
they do need to eat.
upstairs, across from the greenhouse, I believe, if you need any potions. You should
Yeah.
probably go eat, though. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, we'll show you around if you don't know your way around here.
I would appreciate that.
Sure,
Okay.
yeah, we could put these down and help you out. While we're gone, if you see these crates around, don't touch any of the crystals. They might blow up if you treat them badly. We should probably put
Opalite.
these down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lou
Oh,
and
okay,
told
so I'll
me
let you
about them.
Okay. We'll meet you at the mess hall soon.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna go
Okay,
leave this,
mission accomplished.
I'm gonna leave this very totally visible ingot right here next to the
Here,
other
let me see
ingots.
if I could get. Let me see if I could get a DM card for this for people in the attack.
Yeah. Because I don't think they're going to be able to see this anyways. I haven't been able to
can't
see
see
it
it
since
anymore.
we left. I think it might be,
Yeah,
its
I
visibility
can't
might
see
be
it.
tied to a specific region.
Oh, DM, can we get DM card for the staff that we took from the smithy,
Got a
or we
spear.
got from the smithy?
Yeah, we also have this ingot, but it's not visible right now.
Yeah.
I see. Understood. Invisible ingot.
I think it might be a
Sorry.
thing with the shader. Maybe I don't know. I think
It's
this
an
visibility
occlusion
might
thing.
be.
We
Okay,
can fix
that
it.
explains it. Yeah. Also, when you do see it, it like moves weirdly. Like it.
What was it called again?
Yeah, easy fix.
What was the spear call again?
It was just like Aethertech alloy.
Aether Tech plus alloy.
Black
Okay.
iron alloy sphere.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, thank you, Taylor.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay,
back to work. Ow.
Go help out Techno's new character.
Okay. For the time being, let's see if people want to go to the Oasis, we can. But first we'll show new guy around and. Oh, they're not here. Probably in the kitchen. Ah, there we go. Ah, hello. So,
Hello again.
Seems like we have some sandwiches, some leftover rice balls, and some fish that we have that we caught. So if you're hungry, they're on the table. Choose whatever you want. Should be, how depends on how hungry you are.
I've eaten today, but only rations, nothing too big. So I'd appreciate it.
Probably, yeah. Fill up. I think we restocked recently. So.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
Ah, damn. Ow. Okay. Maybe we should have gotten out from that cave when we still could.
New person?
I was sitting too much. Yeah. Well, I never got your name.
Gale. Gale and Rally McMitt.
Play has a mind of its own. Don't worry,
it.
I got you. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Yep. Nice to meet you, guy. No worries. The sandwich has a mind of its own. Don't worry.
Are you okay, Manith?
Ah, jeez.
Hey guys, do you know, or specifically I suppose Orion and you should probably be there too, just to meet Monty. We've been requested to have a meeting in the Aethertech division in about 30 minutes with him, so...
Okay.
I don't know what it's for.
Maybe you should share Jackson what we got.
Yeah, oh, yes, we went down to the, blacksmith area.
Hold on a second.
My heart is pounding right now.
Do you need us to get someone?
There.
Does
you go.
she need...
I need to...
water?
Oh,
If I could take...
familiar. It feels familiar. Let me go downstairs, because I know that...
Okay.
Yeah, do.
Yeah.
Please do. Okay.
Do you guys know if Severin was rift touched?
I wouldn't know. People don't really
I
tell
wouldn't
me
know
that sort of
either.
thing. Except for
He had an
Talia.
arm. Affection.
Oh, back to the matters. For Aethertech, me and Orion got something from the smithy, if you would like to explain.
Yeah, we went down to the Black Iron area.
Black Iron? Yeah.
We've,
Okay.
I've written down the instructions already, but, we have, they
once
taught
you
us
guys-
how to forge
there's
it.
some tables outside if
and
you
what
want.
ingredients we need to forge
Yeah,
it.
eat first, and then you could go to the meeting.
I managed to bring back an ingot for study and potential use. It's in the Aethertech lab, and the blacksmith, master blacksmith, was practicing imbuing Aethertech into the black iron ingots. and I managed to get him to loan us one of his spear experiments to see if we could research it.
Okay. Well, you should maybe tell the rest of the 8th Attack Division at the meeting as well. So I would implore you to come.
I was planning on
for that
trying
at
to
the
tell
very
people
least.
when I saw them, but this meeting's very convenient for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is everyone going to be meeting at the Aether Tech room? Or workshop?
People I'm telling. I'm looking for 8th Attack Division individuals.
want me
We're
to
having a
spread the
captain's
word?
meeting upstairs right now. No, it's fine. I've already been charged with it. I'll handle
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Hey, can you make sure Mainith isn't going down under the city?
Like
now?
Sure, it could be trying to get her to go to the rift, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm
I
worried
would
about
say,
that.
yeah, no worries. I'm supposed to keep watch over Manor either way, so.
I'm gonna go help out the new guy.
Do. I'm gonna go look for the eyes.
Sorry about that.
No, worries at all. Remind me again, which one is which?
Oh, the blue, that is Aqua. The red is Ignis.
Top left?
Yeah, top left. That should be Aqua. The red one in the center, top, would be Ignis. And then to the right of it would be Lumen. Below it would be Ventus. To the right of Ventus is Umbra. Or, sorry, to the left of Ventus is Umbra. To the left of Umbra is Terra. And then top far right corner is the staff. And then they don't have anything for the Oxforce listed. Also, there are these signals, symbols. I believe this is for captains and lieutenants.
Lieutenant. I heard that Terra Lieutenant was dismissed, or I
I'm
didn't
sorry
know
to
the
have to
full.
do this, but I'm gonna go look for. I just saw Michael. Let me see if we could all. Yeah, if you like. I know you're having that meeting with Aether soon, so let me see if I could go with Michael to the oasis, see if I could get those barrels.
Okay.
The water filled up.
Make sure
I'll come
the
back.
cart's in the same place.
Perfect. Okay. Okay.
If
I'm gonna
you
go get
need
Michael.
help moving things, I can join you.
That's probably a good
doing much
Unfortunately,
at the moment.
you are planning to meet Monty, and need to be updated on the situation. So
Yes, I
can handle myself.
I suppose. I believe you can.
It's not that. Yeah, it's just kind of things are happening all at once, and kind of am being asked to do a lot. So I'm gonna have to do
Feels
things
like it.
quick. Yep.
Feels like.
Oh, Michael. There you go.
One sec. Let me let the for all you know up above that things are fine. I saw something that looked like a Rift Beast. It wasn't a Rift Beast. It was a small creature.
Okay.
Oh, I saw
Okay,
something
I'm gonna
like
go with
that
Michael, so-
on my way here. Small, vicious thing. Long tail.
I think
Is that me?
I might have seen one running in the distance, but I haven't actually seen one up close. I try not to leave the ship too much without company.
Sounds like a good move.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
not
see why.
not the most well defended. I can't even use my balls yet, so
I hear that. Know a few spells, but not much that can be cast at the moment. So,
is there? I could give you a quick tour of the airship if you haven't received one.
yes, I would tremendously appreciate that.
There's the upper bunks. People sleep in there. I don't go in there because even though there's just like a hallway and then all the dorms and stuff, it feels kind of weird to avoid her in there. I haven't. I think last I saw her, she was running into this airship. And that was like maybe 20 minutes ago.
Is she one of the captains by any chance? Do you know?
I don't think so. Yeah, she's a lieutenant. If I remember, I remembered Talia was her captain.
That's what those symbols mean. Do lieutenants go to the captain's meetings as well?
I think they can fill in for their captain. And I think sometimes they're allowed.
As far as I'm aware, there's a meeting still going on upstairs. And, well... So if you see Elenia, tell her to head to medical.
Alright. Alright. Sorry about that. Uh-oh. I guess I'll just, wait here for him to wake up again. Happens to the best of us. Well, right. Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, they're not gathering just yet, so I'll keep waiting. Ah. My fucking legs, man. Ugh. Ugh. They took my fucking legs. Fuck. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. Gotta stay in character. What if I turn that off? Oh, okay. Perfect. Alright. Now it won't cut off my voice when I'm speaking. Great. Ah. How was your, stare? And your lunch and stuff?
Much needed.
Oh, that's
I would
good.
say. It's well, to be honest, cruising food, especially in the inns, not the most tasteful, but at least it's fulfilling.
Yeah, I've avoided partaking in most of the food that hasn't come from from cooks. Well, guess we can continue the tour. Yeah, that's upper
Yes.
bunks. I don't go in there, but if there's like a spare room, you can probably get one down there. If not, there's also the lower bunks. But
I was told to bunk with the auxiliary
oh, okay, that's fine.
for the time being.
Have you been shown where the general bunks are, or I can take you straight there? You're fine.
I've been shown next to nothing besides
Oh.
the mess hall.
I'm going to try and show you as much as possible
workshop.
because a lot of people have issues with sharing any sorts of information whatsoever. So, the more you know, the easier things will be for you.
So yeah.
Wish we should get going. This is the way to the training room. Fortunately, most of the locations on the airship are labeled through not only where they are, but also what they connect to. So if we go into here, this is the main training area. We have practice weaponry if you don't want to use whatever you're accustomed to, or if you want to spar someone. We also have a lounging area for communal gatherings and such.
Lounging, I imagine.
Yes. We have the Aethertech workshop. If you want to go.
Yes.
Hello, Lorium.
Just a moment. Have you seen the rest of Terra? I'm
Ah.
trying to find her. Due to the
haven't-
circumstance that's happening.
I don't know. I know Jackson's probably looking around for other Aether technicians, get them prepared for a meeting we're going to be
Right.
having. But I haven't
Got it.
seen any other members of Terra that I can think of
Got it.
today.
They're probably at the meeting. Thank you. Welcome aboard. I'm sorry. I hope we can talk later. A lot's happening at once.
Seems to be the norm.
Yeah. Usually, even on the days where nothing's happening, everything happens at once. But if you'd like to visit the workshop, it's a bit crowded.
I was shown by
okay.
Lyran. Lyran?
Lyran? Yeah.
Dragonkin, yes.
Did you want to check out
Axworth? Is that his name?
I just go with whatever people tell me, to be honest. I don't really double check information.
Jackson! Great.
Yeah, it's Jackson. Right, did you want to check out the lower section of the ship or the upper areas first?
As much as you can show me. I
should probably check
appreciate
out
it.
here first because there's less down here and more up there, and we don't want to forget anything.
Lorium.
Yes.
Down here leads to the main exit of the ship, as well as the engine room, lower bunks, and there's a secondary entrance to the mess hall from here. What is particularly important to note is that there's the medical bay over there, so if you're injured, you should probably check in. Hi.
Hey. So going upstairs.
There's a storage room over there with all of our spare supplies if you need anything important. There's the mess hall door. That's our brig, in case we have any prisoners. Lower bunks are in there. And, well, I suppose we could probably just head straight back up. There's the main exit. Not really a whole lot to see down here.
Do you need anything else other than the water?
No, this is good, thank you.
Just keep me posted.
Headache?
It's just not slowing down.
Yes. Had quite a few on the way here.
Yeah.
Seems
Seems to be
Um,
laughing him today.
you mentioned general bunks on the top.
That is at the very top. We should probably head there next. Let's go through the training door. This leads straight to the top deck.
If anything, at least Parker might have words to say as well. I think he's like.
Excuse me.
So, how long have you been a member of Rosewood?
I haven't really kept track of the days. I should probably head through the door first, though.
Do you know about the Riftborn, the Rift Touch
Probably-
stuff, or the...
Probably getting close to about a year.
or
I know nothing
rituals?
about it.
If you actually don't mind me, I need a moment.
Okay.
Anything about rituals?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be doing some reading. I'm trying to figure something out. So, but yeah, it's all good.
If there's something to be read, I can read it. Whenever I'm free.
Just over the night, I'm gonna be trying to read about another ritual. I can explain more later. Or it relates to the Rift Touch people. I'm gonna wait and see if they get better today. Oh no, Shoff isn't gone, then they're not gonna get better. That was my only hope, is that if he was actually dead, they would just get cured, but we don't even know if that would be the case. I was just hoping. So, I'll be in the library tonight, so I'll with Yuki.
I'll likely be there myself.
I'll probably with me.
Not sure if it's superstition or genuine concern, but I see in particular with golden arm pointed out.
Yeah. Yeah. So if I don't get one of those, they're gonna immediately swing on me. I guess I should let people know beforehand if I'm gonna try. Okay.
For now, just keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Right. Gotta find everyone I was talking to before this.
Oh, Morelli, has anyone informed you about the Aethertech mission meeting that's going to be happening soon?
Yes. I was trying to find people, and the ones I was looking for were right in there, so it's wasting my time.
Oh, I see.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, Connor. I'm just waiting on the new student. He has been experiencing headaches all day. He flexed a little. So.
I say. Oh, I just came here to tell you we got the water.
Oh, good.
Michael, I don't know where he is, but he kind of just ran off with the others, so can't blame him. I will be heading down to the library then to gather some books.
I would offer to help, but I would be of no use probably. And we have the technician meeting happening soonish.
Okay. Yeah, I did tech. Whoops. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what should I bring to carry all that. Maybe a sack.
I think a sack or a satchel might be good.
Okay. Let me go get one from my bunker. So I'll be right back.
Might be some spare backpacks too.
Probably too.
I could likely use that very much, since I have a lot of venting to do. But it's quite alright. That's true. I'll keep that in mind and likely take you up on it at some point. I know I'm supposed to speak with Tori later about something. Toria. It's no rush though, nothing. I don't think it is. We'll see. Thanks, I appreciate it. Have there been a problem at all?
No, you're completely silent. He's just staring at a wall.
I suppose I'll just go ahead to the Aethertech labs. I need to be there shortly for a meeting.
Yeah, Monty actually just walked out.
Monty.
I'm not doing well, I can say that much. Absolute mess. Haven't been this much of a mess in a long while. It's frustrating. I've lost crew members before too.
Are all meetings like that? Or just yelling, screaming? Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to interrupt, but I think Lorium was looking for people from Terra.
At one point, how do you know specifically? Are you good with blacksmithing?
You do Aethertech, right? It might be worth sticking around waiting. I think Monty wants to
told about the
with
meeting.
Aethertech people. Will
Okay, let's go find Lorian.
Thank you.
By Malik's orders, we're going to have a lot of crafting to do, but I'm pretty sure LeFron can be able to tell you more about that. Okay, yeah.
The funeral.
Okay.
I don't know.
Not
Have
that
you
time?
been informed about the rift going on?
I know that Monty has a.
Vesper, is everybody in the meeting informed about the sphere?
Go take care of that.
Yeah, they know.
Take more than 10 minutes. Do that. I didn't know if that got in the room.
10 minutes.
Alright. Is that in the library, sir, or at the technician lab? I assume it's all appropriate.
Got it.
It's okay. So it is.
Let's go. You'll Lion. Where's Jackson? Does anyone see him?
He's on the
Not
wall.
recently.
He may not return in time. He
Dumb
stays
it.
to himself.
Well, make yourselves comfortable. It's all cluttered and clunky in here. But... Huh. That is where I used to sit. Down. Anywho, the thing I wanted to speak to you about is the, I suppose, attempt at Vacavian that you might have done, and it has done good. But by my deductions, I don't think it'll be holding them in forever, the Rift Beast in question. So I wanted to propose, perhaps, if you are all capable of doing so, pulling some all-nighters with me. If the Ruins of Athen is going to stand any chance against, perhaps, dividing their forces not only to the rifts, but the approaching Leviathan, I suppose, or any sort of adversaries, then they need to be able to concentrate that and maintain it well. The rift in question is already going to take up a lot of their attention, as well as keep them on edge, in a bad way. It is simply put an Aether Tech bearer. As all, it seems to be at least solve half of our problems. But this one will be simpler, smaller. We don't need to cover an entire dome, just a simple wall to cover simple cave entrances, or at least narrowed tunnels. It'll simply project the barrier from the other side, so it cannot be damaged from one side. That is the side that we face towards the rift and the rift beast in question. It requires also less mana, so it is a lot more cost conservative. It will not require thousands upon thousands of people, perhaps a handful of 100. And I see that they have the numbers here. At least I've done the deductions. The thing is, we do not have much time. I believe we will be leaving within, I suppose, this week. So that is why I think that this should be some manner of priority. And if they lose, it is as Malik said. The quarry, the iron here, it's a godsend. And it could change the lives of many, and as well as have those incapable of fighting Rift Beast all the more capable. We lose this, we lose a huge boon to the world. So, if you're for it, I will take your help, and if those that you inform as well. Jackson and Winters are not here. I see it that you would be one of the few that would inform him about such. If not, I shall do so myself. But that'll be time wasted. Any questions?
Not about the particular project, but the experimental opal tech device we've been working on. Do you have any update with that?
It is a tricky substance. I have not been able to decipher, I suppose, the intent, especially of a larger scale. But each day that goes by, we get a little closer. So.
That's all I had then.
Yes. Can we help you?
He's the new student. He is Aether Tech adjacent. I was giving him a tour before the meeting.
Ah, I see. Then one of you, I suppose, should fill him in. Regardless, that is what I had to say. Quick 10-minute, and I suppose in no way to get in the way of, again, my condolences, Lucia's funeral. Yes, sorry. You had your hand up.
So, like I said, me and Connor went down to the blacksmith earlier. We have the recipe to make more black iron.
Here.
Aside from materials and such.
Thank you, sir.
Make black iron? What
Yes,
do you mean make black iron?
Like make the alloy itself. Like we can forge it with
Nice to meet
the right
you.
materials and processing. They just gave us
introductions
the
later.
recipe. We would need the ore itself, the black
gotta
iron
take
ore,
care of
but
something.
otherwise,
Sorry.
everything else we
Apologies.
could obtain normally.
Understood.
We could just forge it
So
ourselves.
it's more of a steel than an iron.
Yeah, well, so the black iron itself is a separate thing, but when forged on its
Yes.
own into an ingot, it's incredibly brittle and it breaks. But when forged into an alloy, it actually has the strength of iron and can be actually used for normal applications. I actually wrote down the recipe and the general steps to making it. The main issue that we would have is acquiring the black iron ore and also heating the forge to the right temperature that we can actually smelt it.
Oh, you mean a process? I
Yeah,
was thinking
the
when you say recipe and formula,
Well, for the
you
alloy,
seem that
yes,
it is more
but-
of a chemical concoction.
I mean, I believe the ore itself is apparently slightly more common than we'd be led to believe, maybe. It's just you'd have to get it from very specific locations, and they're probably the only place we could realistically get it ourselves from. So the depths you'd need to grab it from. Also, I have an ingot that they gave us. It's right here. It's definitely right here. There's just a culling issue, so you can't see it, but it's right here. That we can work with. It's very large. If you come over here and look at it closer, you'll see just how big it is.
I see. Mm-hmm.
And then also, their master blacksmith has been adjusting the recipe, and to make the alloy itself, you'd normally need 2 parts iron, 4 parts of the black iron in order to forge it properly, along with some other additional supplies. But he was replacing the iron with metallic aetherite to try and create aetherite weapons with the black iron. And I managed to let him loan us one of the spears that he had as a project that we could then research into applications to make weapons that could still channel magic, perhaps, but would still have the properties of the black iron, which tends to cancel it out.
Didn't the last time someone tried to infuse mana into it, it exploded or disintegrated?
What it does is it dispels, or like the mana itself, it'll just stop it from casting any spells. It'll dispel it. Rather, this is an alloy that has it channel it through the. It doesn't work properly. That's why he gave it to us to research. We have to bring it back. However, we've been throwing around some ideas for potential ways to actually make it work properly while still retaining the properties of the black iron. My idea was layering it with like an aetherite core and perhaps a buffer material to keep them from interacting while still allowing the ability to channel magic through the black iron. We have this for research. We have to bring it back. But for now, we can look into not only potential applications of it in weaponry and other ways, but also look at an actual finished black iron weapon as reference. And I know Connor's ordering a sword and a hand axe for himself.
The thing I worry about, or at least I have a concern about, is that it is a pure metal. Obviously, infusing magic into it seems to have a dulling effect or minuscule, but perhaps malforming and giving shape to the black iron might be something. A very versatile weapon in that case. You can change the metal from axe to sword to spear as your liking. So I can see that being an application.
We were interested in trying to figure out how metallurgy could affect the black iron itself, since it normally would stop magic from being channeled or hinder its ability to be channeled through it. But metallurgy, once you finalize the shape, it no longer becomes magic. So that was one idea as well. Firstly, I'm kind of interested in the applications it could have with opalite. Potentially, maybe
if you don't mind me stepping in, you mentioned black iron can nullify mana, or something so.
It kind of just stops it. Stops it from being channeled.
Could an armor of black iron stop magic from affecting you?
I think it's not an immediate effect. It could probably still affect you, and other effects from spells could affect you. Say, someone heated the air around you, it wouldn't be able to stop that from burning, you know? But I'm sure if someone was trying to directly apply...
Once the spell takes shape.
But I'm sure it could probably have some armor applications, maybe. I'm more interested in things other than weapon and armor, though. I feel like... I mean, if it stops magic, or at least dispels it, I feel like this might potentially be useful with dealing with rifts, perhaps? I mean, I haven't heard a lot about how people have been opening them more other than they channel magic in, but if this stops magic, maybe it can help close rifts? Maybe something in tandem with the opalite to maybe help heal the wound that the rifts leave on the world. I'm still a bit fuzzy on the details, but I feel like, you know, the black iron and the opalite, it's just, we keep getting incredible tools like these, and we can't always think of the best applications. I feel like maybe they're supposed to go together in some way.
I'll have to think on it. Regardless, this is very much thoughtful-inducing.
I believe we get to keep the ingot, but like I said, we have to return this. And then apparently there's also a random miscellaneous black iron sword that someone picked up from the library, I think Caleb, and I believe he'll be returning that to them to have a proper one reforged for him.
Okay.
But we'll have to return this.
That will be no of use to us?
Yeah, so apparently the weapons are forged for specific people, and because he grabbed it off of a corpse that was in the lower section of the city, he's supposed to have it returned, and then if he wants like his own, they'll forge him one specifically for him.
How is this useful to us?
I don't know. I just thought I would.
Redundancy.
Yeah, I just thought I would mention that in case you see it lying around and he hasn't brought it back, because they might stop trading with us if we refuse to bring them back their stuff.
That will be on him. It does.
Yeah, I'm just
It'll
worried.
Be a concern for us.
Yeah, I'm just worried the ramifications for all of us, because they might refuse to give us any more black iron, specifically because it hasn't been returned.
Well, if everybody knows about it, then I believe there will be a gathering, so there's nothing to worry about that.
Okay. Otherwise, that's what I learned down there. I've properly written out the instructions for forging the alloy from the materials.
Yes, you've
and
explained that.
I've left it over there, on that table over there. So if you need it for anything, or if you want to reference it, it's over there. Free to access. And that's it.
Okay.
Alright. Just thought I would put that out there in case we needed it for anything. When I'm not helping you with the main project, I'll probably work on trying to research this.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back to giving him a tour. Unless you needed anything else.
No.
Okay. Alright. We should probably head back up top deck. Thank you. Right, well...
Was that Monty?
Yeah, that was Monty.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it was a good time to trade introductions.
A lot of people are, like, when they want to be introduced to you, they'll probably come up to you and be like, "Hi, I'm what's his name, from where's and whatever," and then they'll say hi. Otherwise, they'll probably ignore you until they feel a need to talk to you.
Good to know.
Yep. Well, should probably at least take you to the dorms.
Oh. Hey. Everything alright?
Yeah, I'm just protecting Burial.
I believe that's the Chancellor's office, usually off limits, unless you have a specific reason to be there. Over there is the greenhouse. If you get involved with the alchemy division, they might need you to help out there, but otherwise, I've never really been in there except for like once or twice.
Yeah, I'm.
That is the alchemy lab. You can probably remember it pretty easily from the sign.
Hey, sorry.
And
No.
there's two more places on the side here. The store right here is the library. If you need to pick up any books, they'll probably be located here. And then this is the general bunks right here. For the amenities, we have lockers, personal lockers. We have the working running water, some changing booths, a small recreational area in the back corner, and as for picking a bunk, anyone that's not currently occupied is usually up for grabs. Did you miss any of that? Well, you're having a headache.
Seems pretty straightforward.
Yep. This is the bunks, and that's pretty much the tour. You know pretty much everything about the airship that you need to know right now. So hopefully you don't have any trouble getting around. Like I said, most of the doors are labeled pretty obviously. So if you get a bit confused or turned around, you should be able to just read one of the, big doors, and it should tell you where to go.
And I don't believe I've caught your name.
I'm Orion. Orion. My younger brother, you might meet him. I think he's asleep right now. He was up earlier. But nice to meet you. Aether Technician, that's all I'm good for. My specialty. You'll probably meet a bunch of the other Ox. I'm sure they'll be out and about at least some point today or in the coming days. Poor new guy. Yeah? Give me a second. Oh yeah.
Did the Aether technicians include you?
Yeah, I was at the meeting.
Okay.
Alright, well, seems to me like the new guy, apparently his internet's been cutting out. But when I say new guy, let's check now, he's been here, but, yeah. The new character isn't going to be able to stick around for the rest of the session. Ugh, so fucking ugly. Dude, the skin's literally falling off of my feet right now. I've been standing so much recently. And walking. Ugh. Just like half my big toes about to fall off.
Hey, Lucia's wake is happening at the pyre right now. Do you know at the ruins?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
Probably head on over.
it's okay. I think it just began. I'm not entirely sure.
Has anyone filled you in on the ether?
No, what's happening?
Oh. It was just the ether.
Orale said, yeah, Orale said she would. I haven't received any word from her though about it. Wonder if they have some kind of bottle here.
I think at the bottom there. On this side.
Soup. We have another rat in here now. Really?
Yep, one right here.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that'll work. I just needed something to hold. Okay, good.
Alright, well, the long and short of it is we will probably be building a wall of some sort to try and keep a magical Aethertech wall to keep the Rift Beast from, getting back out. And then also I have I've acquired a experimental, mostly non-functional black iron mixed with Aethertech.
Black iron piece.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
It's a temporary loaner from the master blacksmith from down there. But he gave it to us to research potential applications of Aethertech mixed with black iron. And I also have a copy of the recipe for the alloy for black iron. Because the type that is usable is an alloy. The ore itself needs to be forged into an alloy to be usable in any conceivable way.
Is black iron a significant reaction to Aethertech devices?
No, so what it does is a lot of people have been under the misunderstanding that it explodes or disintegrates when magic enters it. It just simply cancels it out. So what it does is it hinders the ability for the Aethertech on its own to work as well. However, I at least have had some ideas on how to turn it into something actually useful. One of my ideas was a Aethertech core with like some sort of spacer material or buffer to prevent it from interacting too much with an outer layer of black iron to allow magical enchantments to be applied without actually applying it directly to the black iron.
It doesn't, does it?
Hey.
What's up?
I just checking on you.
Oh, doesn't
I had to get a bottle for
talk.
Lucia. That's cool. Well, we're out past the ruins if you need us. Just let us know.
Sounds cool.
Pop a shot off. All that. Stressful day today. I may go back just to assist her. Keep my mouth shut. Yeah. I may have butchered my chances of negotiating with that man. He's a little bit, annoying.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's his intent.
The chances of him leaving that cell are high, apparently. It sounds like Malik might be letting him go.
That's surprising.
I would advise the people under the city to exile him post-haste, but we'll see, I suppose.
I mean, if he's associated with the setting sun, I'm certain they would want to be rid of him, considering what they've done to them.
Oh no, look there now. Looks like Yuki's up on the hill with someone.
Wherever your journey is going to take you, I hope it will be a pleasant one.
On certain days, you certainly were not just a backbone. You were the entire fucking spine of this initiative. I'm happy to have met you. You're dismissed, soldier.
Man, Lucia's fucking dead. El Bozo should have gotten healing. Yeah, that's what happens when you overextend.
Get along, but you're gonna need some prayers for your journey to come. lavender? I never buried the hatchet in life, so I hope this counts in death. I hope it serves you well.
Well, while people are doing the wake and whatnot, I am going to continue eating because I'm very hungry. Oh, winter's here. Well, it's actually Kaneko too. I thought it might have been a stunt double.
I'm gonna go back to the ship. Check on him now.
Great wise boy. Put my responsibility into your hands.
I think I'll join you. I didn't really know her very well, and it feels kind of, in some way, weird to pretend like I did.
All we can really do is say our piece about it. From what I heard, there's a man aboard our ship. You probably saw him in the sea. If he is taken into your city, I would consider him highly dangerous. At the very least, exiling him might be the right move, so if that's anything you can bring to your people.
I will bring up this.
Yeah. You might be given into your care, so I figured I'd tell you. If he isn't, we'll deal with it, but yeah. Of course.
The skill Rick fought and died for this cause that she believes in. To honor her memory.
Shit.
Let us build a world.
I wonder if Barrett is planning on beating the shit out of Vesper after this is all over.
Wait, what
For
happened?
whatever reason. Probably something with Celine, from what I can tell.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've heard that a lot of things have been happening to a lot of people today. So,
Sure are. Apparently the Rift Touch are highly afflicted by something.
I did
Emma?
see some people having issues.
Is the door open?
Nope, I just locked it again.
Okay. Hmm.
Just having a chat. Don't
Sure.
mind me. Yep.
I am chained. Even if I get to her, she'll be long gone.
Who are your friend?
Don't know. Don't care.
Man. Great partnership.
No, he was not. They were not the one that came with me down there. It was my other friend Petrovic. He was at least my friend. He died.
Petrovic.
Died for the greater cause. Absolute.
You might wanna raise yourself up. You're sort of going through the seat.
It is a very big seed.
I don't think it's the seat that's big.
Get the fuck up. Okay, but
Personally, I think the seat is actually quite.
show me a bit of your delusion. Oh, the leg. Let me tell you a little bit of my delusion. How about that? An eye for an eye. Let's
We
say
used to be in the
delusional. That we heal all the rifts.
setting sun.
Find a way to deal with the moon big folk.
Mostly heard when she was escorting
sun
Graham
beasts.
around.
We actually managed to fucking heal shit, even if it takes fucking time. You get to grow old. You die, and maybe see your wife and daughter on the other side. And
I said I think I lost my credibility with that man in there, so if anyone's to get a proper conversation out of him, it'll probably be the others.
Yeah.
Boy. There'd also be a slight chance for you to be able to meet your wife.
Should
and
avoid
daughter.
telling him what we know about his future. No.
Probably for the best. I'm gonna try to avoid talking to him
I thought
directly.
that crossed my mind multiple times.
I doubt he'd care to listen to me anyways.
It's probably the right move, yeah.
Sending it all is gonna be. That's gonna help a whole lot. Which is essentially what you are actively trying to do. By taking us all with you.
Chancellor?
Don't look at me.
Howdy.
Why not? I've come to talk to you.
Oh. I see.
Oh, you all have so much to say to you, man. Hey.
Well, you have until morning to talk to him. Because come first light tomorrow, we will be handing you over to Vathens.
Looks like. What do you say? Welcome through then.
Almost like a prophet.
I don't doubt that they won't be merciful.
You want to speak with me?
Yes, if you're available now.
Yep. Finally free up. Sorry it took so long.
What is what? If there's another side, maybe they'll be there waiting for you. It won't be all bad.
Not unless we win.
for her. Hopefully not. But we are a ship full of dumbasses who have hope.
Dumbasses that dare to hope.
Yeah. Everything glued together by hopes and dreams, but it's what keeps us going.
That is, I suppose, your greatest weapon against her. Hope. Whether it become stupidity, or courageousness, or bravery, or just damn being spiteful in terms
I was just gonna say, I'm heading down to the library.
of
See what I can uncover.
If you find any books on, well, smithing would obviously, I believe you're going for that, but anything to do with, you know, black iron. If you see anything for that, if they have any more recent books on Ethertech stuff, maybe try and grab any. But if they don't have any, that's understandable.
little things, you know.
Maybe something
I'll be
on
seeing
like.
you.
It wasn't always.
Good luck.
Can't talk too long.
There. No.
Oops. Wait, one more time? What did you?
Okay, so if you can find anything more recent, like involving Aethertech, grab it, but I wouldn't be too confident that they have any. Obviously get smithing books, I believe that was your plan. And anything to do with the gods might be helpful. Possibly, they might have something in there that's old enough to give us an upper hand. So if you can find any books on any gods, good too.
Will do.
Good luck.
Saving everything.
I'm curious about you. If you had the power to do one thing, anything, what would it be? It can only be one thing. You must do the action and make sure it counts.
Good. I didn't put in so much pressure on me all of a sudden.
Well, I'm sure you had enough time to think about all this hope. I was hoping that you would come up with an answer.
Yeah, but I feel like an answer like that had changed many times over the years.
And what was it that you wanted before?
Take care of her.
Kind of like being in your shoes. I would like to see my mother again.
I know.
My condolences.
Just gotta find him now.
I did not know. It's also hard to be sympathetic to people that beat the shit out of me. But
Oh no,
you
trust me,
haven't.
you would know if I beat the shit out of you. This thing hurts.
You haven't
But
laid the finger on me, yes. I know what.
Yeah, no. I learned over the years to move forward. That was in the
What?
past. I can hold on to. I can remember. Have a piece
I might actually have to start heading out soon. My trackers are getting low.
And in here.
Can I ask you a
what?
question? What would you say to her if you could see her again?
I'm sorry I wasn't stronger.
Yep. Alright, well. I think this will be it for me. My headset's fine, it's just my trackers are low and I don't want to be in half body. So.
I guess I'll be ending